Next one.
It's also a hard spot, though. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be tricky. Like when you talk about steamrolling into this mid game phase and trying to end it before 30 minutes, like they have to do that surgically because a hero like Thunderbringer, I've talked about it before. This hero, if it's able to just exist without getting completely shut out, it wreaks havoc. It becomes so dangerous to go uphill against, especially with a behemoth and a lodestone following it, while Clanks is just able to go out onto all these crazy, over the terrain spots on this map and just farm, while his team's able to hold uphill. Like they have to do this in such a way where they just completely shut out Team Tim, or else their work is truly cut out for them in order to clinch the victory.
I do think it's a risky setup here by the Legion. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I like the balls.
Oh, I love it. You love push strats and Han. Some people find that they're cheese, but in my opinion, in the 5v5 setup, push traps are actually challenging to run. Coordination versus coordination, you have to run them right because it's a full commitment, right? And you're all in
Right. If you
with
don't
a specific
succeed,
timing.
Yep.
So
it's betting like we have to do this, so we're gonna do it. Let's see. Game 2 finally underway.
Thunderbringer versus Defiler. I can tell you right now, this matchup goes in the way of Defiler. So let's see exactly how much Defiler can dominate the lane versus Thunderbringer.
Yep, maybe even grab an early battery. Let's see how Elohim decides to play this. It's in the mid. If he's spamming those, he's going to have Defiler a steady supply of mana to just bring those swarms in.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled on this try versus try. Clanks. I think we saw a tri lane with Clanks get destroyed in one of the previous matches yesterday, or was it today? I really can't remember. Yeah.
Yep.
But this is an Imba Boy Clanks we're talking about. Being supported by a behemoth and an andro, 2 monster stuns. So there's gonna be a lot of action in this try versus try.
It is. And 3 stuns on the Legion side here. You lead in with the staccato, lava surge, arrows almost guaranteed to land. I hope I don't jinx him with the caster curse on that, but Andromeda's going to be easy pickings here. That's a 2-man lava surge just getting set up. The arrow gets knocked out by the creep. Oh, he's held it back. Not the ideal placement there with the creep wave pushing from the auto attacks, but they do get the bloodlust kill onto Andro.
A very, very key kill to start that momentum for the push strat that we're about to see employed here. I just want to comment on this interesting and unusual matchup that we're seeing here in the bottom lane. Now, you usually do see Lodestone playing solo in a lot of these long lane situations, but solo short Balfagor is not something you see every day.
Nope. I will say that the last time I saw the league solo safe is when he was playing, I think, Magnus earlier today, and he did a lot of work when he had a lane that he could win. Like, he struggles coming back, and there's some suicides that are really good at coming back from a huge deficit, like on Lodestone. Sometimes he just doesn't get farm. All he can do is survive, but I think when you give the league opportunities, he's kind of like one of those, I should be a mid player when I'm in this off lane.
Magnus hits a 2-man lava surge. Andromeda being collapsed on, takes the arrow. Andromeda dies for the 2nd time. Magnus escapes with the steam bath.
Oh, do you realize how bad this is going to get when it's Disco Inferno, steam bath, and 3 stuns, and you can't stand and fight, or your health is just getting devoured? This is a fun one to watch up here.
Yep. Legion doing exactly what they need to do here in the top lane. Just put all kinds of pressure on Clanks. They haven't killed him yet, though. Yeah, they're killing
another
the
2-man lava surge. Endless already dropping the double steam bath. 1 person falls. This time it's Imba Boy.
Yep. Caster's curse. Talking about it right there.
They can do that all fucking day. They still have the mana. We're gonna get like arcanes up here because they're getting so fat off these kills. I mean, definitely
Defiler.
what they wanted. Defiler's doing great too.
Yeah, I mean,
Well-
talk about
well
the
out
creep score
farming.
here. 20-4 versus 17-1. You know, a bit even on the creep score side, but the denies in the favor of Defiler, and actually able to push Thunderbringer away from the rune spawn because I don't think it spawned. We've got a hasted Magnus now, kind of lingering in the top rune. Might actually make an appearance on Thunderbringer, but no, he is actually spotted out by this ward, running back towards the top lane.
I mean, they're gonna go straight on Clinks. Nope. That haste's gonna expire too soon, I think.
Even farm for Balfagor and Lodestone, and so now, you know, all the pieces are falling into place for Busk No GG, winning the tri lane, kind of winning the mid lane slightly, going even in the bottom lane. Now the only question is, when do we collapse as a team? Rhapsody and Behemoth. Behemoth falls first, Rhapsody in trouble, but the Golden Apple. Now it's Clanks that's in trouble. Valkyrie.
This would
also
be huge.
Oh,
Oh, the double stun. Valkyrie. Oh, she had a 6-charge battery. Didn't use it. Had just come off cooldown.
2 for 2. You know, Team Tim striking back here in the tri lane. You know, they were down quite a few kills in this lane. Now they finally get an even exchange. So, you know, a slight victory for them in that regard.
Uses the steam bath and gets the refund by keeping his mana potion alive. Clanks all by his lonesome. All three heroes with their stuns ready and available. He's gonna play it safe and get back. But one lava surge and it's over for him.
And Behemoth actually ported to the mid lane after dying, and made an attempt on Defiler, who narrowly escaped. Got level 6 Defiler, level 6 Thunderbringer, level 6 Balfagor, level 6 Lodestone. Balfagor
Yeah.
able to push these lanes up and just go farm into the jungle.
I think that level 6 Thunderbringer ult. It's gonna mix things up a bit here because they expect to have Magnus to lighten this up, and Magnus drops really quickly. It could be over, but he does get the lava surge out already. He is gonna fall.
Yes.
I think they could have
Lightning
punished a
storm.
lot more with that, but
The Lightning Storm assisting. Behemoth getting staccatoed.
Defiler looks to make a move. Did she skill? Yeah, she's skilled into her ultimate. I'd like to see that come out pretty much on cooldown.
Yeah, and now, you know, despite winning this tri lane, Busk No GG is actually in a dangerous spot here in a tri lane because, you know, one of the things I didn't really comment on is the strength of Thunderbringer against a tri lane. You know, you got 3 heroes splitting experience 3 ways. They're gonna be under leveled, and as soon as that
that's-
Lightning Storm comes into the game, it's a big deal.
It is. Absolutely. Good point. Bottom lane, Lodestone taking heavy damage. He's going to use that Shatter Storm to maybe buy a little bit of space and scare him off, but that just makes him die faster. Balfagor deep in enemy territory, but the tri-lane requiring too much attention to bring any rotations and punish that. Behemoth gets a Fisher off on a Valkyrie. She gets a nice leap off. Not always easy to land those in that pace. And a big follow-up arrow. Andrew's going to go down easy with no more spells. They could potentially punish Imbaboy with a staccato lands.
Yeah, I
There
don't
we
think
go. Expulsion used. Thunderbringer gonna die.
Nice.
Double
This-
damage. Laser focus on those demons.
Yeah, this is exactly what Busk No GG needs. 2
He's in
huge
trouble,
kills
too.
in their solo lanes.
Legion team sleeping up top. Magnus set up a perfect kill on Clanks. They don't respond in time, and they get punished for it. They might even get more out of this. Andro stun Comet comes out onto Magnus, gonna die for his team. Unfortunately, Andro then eating the arrow and saving Clanks.
God, dude, I love seeing these supports just play Secret Service for President Imbaboy and just jumping in front of these arrows so that he doesn't tank them. It's great stuff to see.
Dude deserves a promotion if that was calculated. Alright, so Defiler does her job, cleans out this wave, boxes Thunderbringer out of the lane, and, you know, experience-wise, she's shutting him down.
She is. Yeah, she's a good, like 30% ahead, and
I will say.
pretty monstrously ahead on the gold chart as well. But it's kind of like I said, Thunderbringer. Yeah, he's losing the lane, but he's not
There he
completely out.
goes.
He's
Soul
near.
Siphon saving that silence. Fortunately, going to get collapsed on here. Realizes she has to man up or she's going to go down. Defiler gets slowed so much, she's out of this game. One more bang. Bang on the turn.
Of course, showing up with the Energizer. It's a big kill on Defiler. Find the kill onto Andro.
Yep. Some more pressure on the tower, perhaps. And there's the thing. They've been paying a lot of attention to this lane with but Rhapsody, Valkyrie, they're going to pressure this tower if you leave them alone. Like, it could go down right here.
Yeah, I mean, Rhapsody just kind of one of those deceptively strong push heroes. It's not really where you think of her strength lies, but Dance Floor definitely has strong push viability.
Ooh, that toot on the horn makes the hero land off. Rhapsody got a little bit bold, though. I don't know if the pathing was just blocked or wasn't sure if they were committing there. See how long it kept her alive, though, against 3 heroes. Thunderbringer not really looking to apply any pressure. Maybe wants to get a little bit more items before he gets involved. Not sure what he'd be heading top lane. Some action. A beautiful Fisher.
I think one thing he likes to try and do is complete a light brand as early as possible. It helps with his ability to transfer into the jungle and just start cleaning up creeps because of the direct damage application of the light brand effect from Chain Lightning, but also it adds about 20 more damage onto his ulti effect because of the way it applies it to everybody, so it's a very big item. You see a Gnome's Wisdom purchased on Balfagor. I mean, Balfagor, a huge farmer in this game. Shatter Storm, potentially going to catch more than one. This is going to be a huge kill on Balfagor.
No. Metalinium, sip that bottle, get in the woods. You can easily take this man out. Oh, the Shockwave used, and again, but the charges. I'm loving Metalinium's play on Defiler right now.
2 for 2, but maybe slightly in favor of the Legion, even though they lost their top farmer, Balfagor. They get that tier 2 tower. It's a big tower 11 minutes into the game.
Like, systematically, it just feels wrong to, like, push a tier 3 when there's tier 2s up, right? So it is big that they get these, because if they have to use the expulsion to finish that one, that's another cooldown, until you push all these outer ones, get the map control, then you go for that high ground. I think it's super important.
Well, especially with the push strat, right? You don't want a weak link whenever you're talking about sitting 5 heroes in the same lane, trying to take objectives.
Hell on Newerth there with 0 charges is enough to just erase 2 heroes.
Yeah,
that was the end Rhapsody. Still getting used to that.
It gets confusing with Andromeda, these swaps spawning that illusion now.
I think the first 2 games I didn't even realize that well, like, for a moment that what was happening. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Didn't know that she creates illusions now. Pretty rad. Lodestone in the area, the vicinity of quite a few Legion heroes who are going to look to take out maybe not 1 but 2 towers here, so I would probably try to play it. I don't think you burn the expulsion on tier 1.
No, there's no need to, especially with Balfagor here. These creeps are enough. I'm going to save it for tier 2. So now we're starting to see, Balfagor and Defiler in the same lane, trying to combo take these objectives down.
They're avoiding the fights, which is probably the smart play, because you don't want to fight into that Defiler out there. You just give her more gold on top. Ooh, they're making a call to port in and punish. Definitely not what I expected. Defiler actually stays top, which means she can take over. Will she choose to use it? I don't know why she isn't.
Okay. We have a glowstone purchased on Balfagor. He is going the staff route. The staff on this hero is pretty crazy. Not sure if you've seen the tooltip for Hell on Newerth. Staff effect is actually It's a bit of a novel. It actually doesn't even fit on my screen. So
I'll take a gander at it. I'm seeing it. There's some action going on here. Nice protective melody. Just going to make his team feel that much more secure, standing their grounds. Lava Surge coming in, only connecting on one, but the follow-up arrow narrowly missing, and everything he's got to kill the Magnus. Now Legion team gets to reset. Big cooldowns off the board now for Hellborn.
Yeah, Hellborn takes a tower of their own, but at the cost of a tier 2. But we have a portal key available for purchase on Lodestone at this point. It is in his inventory. We've got the light brand set up on Thunderbringer, so you know they are behind by about 6k gold, but the levels are equal. And the net worth difference is definitely coming from all of these towers.
Thinking that it's not going to be possible to stop this. Let's see, they do immediately melt the Defiler. That's the best way you can start. All the damage gone, but a Hella Newerth wipes him out. Ember Boy stuck in the woods, caught up in the creeps, can no longer fly, and Behemoth is forced to fucking run. Excuse me. He's got a Shockwave available. Will he be able to cast it? Saves it.
That's a big team fight. You know, they started it pretty well with the surprise Shatterstorm PK on the Defiler. You know, she dumped all of her net worth into a headdress, so that was immediately taken away from her. The Shatterstorm effect applied to her, but you know, just that Helen Newerth just too strong, and now this is an early tier 3 tower.
That's what I wanted them to do. The nice Lava Surge connecting onto 3. Clanks is no longer with us in this world. No buybacks on anybody here. It's a bit early. Lodestone, is that a Shatterstorm? Magnus, Lava Surge, gets it off. Will pay. But a testament to their strength, and that's with a level 1 expulsion. If he hits 11 here, I expect him to go right back top.
Okay, this is scary stuff for the...
Oh, get cocky. Sadeline was hoping on that 60-minute ward. It's probably an unbiz.
That's a triple kill for Thunderbringer. He's about 600 gold away from a Grimoire. If he's able to get a Grimoire before the next base push, which looks like he's probably going to, they're not going to have the portal key on Behemoth, but his last Lightning Storm usage was a level 6 Lightning Storm. Now he's level 11. He's going to have the Grimoire. This is a big difference going into the next uphill push. And you know that Busk No GG is going to want to do it right away.
I think they're gearing up right now. Defiler does need to hit 11 for this to be the most effective. They pushed a little bit early here. They had the pace, and to be honest, now they're just losing time, so they need to regroup. But another one of my favorite things to do, if he had gotten down and got that Invis Rune, you pop the Invis Rune as you pop your ultimate, and then, yeah, you know, a lot of Revelation on these pro teams, so maybe not so effective, but basically just stand there and annihilate them, and they're like, what's killing me?
Yeah, you don't have to auto-attack in order for those spirits to do work.
Waiting to see it synergize with the Prism, too.
Thunderbringer just 100 gold shy. Is he going to be able to find it? Probably here in the mid lane. And there it is.
Magnus got the portal key. Will he find Lodestone before he blinks? He does. Lava Surge, follow up into the arrow. Not steam bathing for some reason. This is a good amount of damage, but they do have enough to finish Lodestone off.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that Zane was actually there. He's going to be dead for 40 seconds. That might be the window of opportunity that Busk No GG needs in order to stage a serious threat
the double damage
to this exposed Rax.
This Rax is most likely going to fall. Or they're going to die defending it. I mean, the Clanks, if they get anybody on the back line, there's their vision. Has enough to buy a little bit of time. Expulsion already doing work, even with the Fisher. Slowing them down a little bit.
Lodestone. Barrier Idol is used.
So watch out for that Lodestone initiation when the Thunderbringer brings down his hell on Newerth here. Balfagor stacking up those charges. 51 Lava Surge. This is it. Thunderbringer and Andromeda both going to fall down here. They still have everything available, but a 4-man Shatterstorm. The Protective Melody enough to give them time to heal in that Disco Inferno. And that's where you have that support hero. Magnus erupting in celebration.
And a miscalculation from Thunderbringer on his positioning. Just too far forward, trying to get damage in with his non-ultimate abilities. Gets caught by that Lava Surge. Doesn't get his cooldowns off. A travesty, because it could have been a different team fight had he not.
Oh, yeah. That's one of those ones, man. They were over-prepared, though. Legion could have beat 10 heroes. Like, they were ready to run that. The double damage, the dead lodestone. Now, they do got to turn it in because you can't celebrate too much. One barracks does not win you the game.
No, it doesn't. And they have the ability, they have the tools to be able to hold this. These auto-pushing creeps
Zane
off.
in a very similar position. Off on his own. If he gets seen by this Magnus and he lands the Lava Surge, it's going to be a mirror match.
How
Oh, he's
does
got
this
the
keep
Valkyrie
happening?
Prism.
I just don't know
Well,
how they keep knowing that he's down. They keep looking for him. They've just gotta. They just have a read on his ideas at the moment.
it's interesting because it's a similar fashion to... This is how they won the first game, right? Except it was Imbaboy splitting off to the other side of the map, diverting the pressure, and then picking the fights. Now it's Zane's trying to do it, but he's getting caught.
Yeah, and the purpose of it is a little bit different too, right? He's trying to get behind them so that he can get a surprise Shatterstorm on the back line.
Still no PK on Behemoth, and a barrier idol picked up. That's going to keep a lot of these minions and heroes alive through that Thunderbringer damage. We saw with just the Protective Melody and Disco Inferno before, they're only stronger. It's going to be real hard. They're going to have to clear the wave
Yeah, and watch out for
immediately.
this. We've got this Staff of the Master on Balfagor as well.
Uh-oh. Filer holding that ultimate. There we go. Balfagor eats 2 heroes. That's what they were waiting for. Get the big boy in there first. Now everybody's running. Thunderbringer throwing out everything he can, and it's quite a bit of damage. To be honest, they are eating that damage and are going to retreat. Magnus, Lava Surge available. What's he doing? Oof. He still has that eruption. Get some health potions out on this boy. He's ready to go back in. They got a lot of spells unused. Yeah, what you got's ready. He could erupt. He could take both of them out right now if they come any closer. So that's your zoning. And the second set of barracks falls 2 minutes after the first.
This game looks like it's open and shut at this point. And the story, honestly, feels like it's Balfagor. He's just had an amazing time the entire game. He's got the portal key now.
He's definitely played a huge part in this, because they definitely would have bopped that Defiler, you know, very quickly without him. They did have an answer for it. She didn't go super tanky. She's got 1,000 health, you know. Ghost Marchers? Really, dude? Come on. But with Balfagor on that front line, she's been able to just kind of stay a little bit further back, hold her spells a little bit longer. And but everybody on this team is executing. I mean, arrows. Haven't even mentioned how many of these arrows have just 4.5 seconds. Boom, boom, boom. They needed this game, and they got it.
Yeah, and I mean, Valkyrie is just a great little auxiliary carrier. Okay, this is the Shatterstorm that they needed. Deleted Balfagor.
Oh, the Balfagor minion almost getting vengeance upon Zane for that, but again, what you got still has eruption. Level 11 eruption has not been used. Easy kill here.
Yeah, it's hard for a Magnus against the Thunderbringer. It's one of the things we mentioned in one of the earlier matches against global interrupting, portal key interrupting stuff like Thunderbringer, Sandwraith, Vindicator. So there's kind of a reason for that, but Shatterstorm is just such a key component of their base defense against Balfagor. If they didn't have it, it would almost be impossible for them to defend high ground, but You know, Balfagor kind of needs to be aggressively positioned to chip down the tower with his minions, gather charges on Hell on Newerth whenever they nuke down the waves. So Lodestone is able to capitalize on that aggressive position by getting a Shatterstorm on top of him, and he can get. It doesn't really matter how tanky Balfagor gets. When you have no damage reduction, you fall instantly in this game, especially with
Yeah.
coordinated attacks. So,
Well, here we go. They're going to pop the barrier isle, meaning this is the push that they attempt, make their move. A big swap onto Defiler, but she did have that new shiny Storm Spirit ready. Oh my god, people are melting everywhere. What you got in the background, locking down Clanks. We're going to see what the Hellborn has as an answer, and it's the concede vote. Blink Dagger on the end for that
was a
Balfagor.
fantastic blink play by Balfagor there. Canceled a potential Shatterstorm that was in the process of happening.